What is your value ladder? The first time I ever heard this concept of a value ladder was when I read Russell Brunson's books, .com Secrets and Expert Secrets. And he explains imagine, and I don't know why he calls it a value ladder, but then writes it out like stairs. So it's kind of funny, but imagine either a ladder or stairs. I kind of like it like stairs. But essentially you have different levels of offers that you give to your people, and the starting level is where you want to start them out at, and it's the easiest, the simplest, and then you want to walk them up the stairs of value, or the ladder of value, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, of setting up your value in your own business. We're going to be covering 3 points. Point number 1 is do it yourself. That's the first rung of the value ladder, or the first step with the value ladder. Do it yourself. What does that mean? There are offers basically you want your customer to do the thing for themselves, right? So solve the problem themselves, either by books, by videos, by courses, by tools, whatever means. They're doing it. You're giving them the thing to do it themselves. And that's typically the starting point and the most inexpensive out of everything, because you don't have to do that much. All you have to do is provide, again, the books, videos, courses, or tools. And a lot of those things can be very, very cheaply made. And if you're doing it digital, then you can make one or a million, and it's going to cost the exact same, however many you make, right? If you make a video, 1 million people can watch that video, and it costs you the exact same. Okay. Now, that's the first rung of the ladder. We're going to put all these rungs together. The second rung, after you say do it yourself, is do it with you. Okay. What is that? Things like classes, masterminds, coaching, where you're walking them, you're taking their hand, holding their hand, and saying, let's do this together, okay? That's usually the medium offer. And then the third offer is do it with you. Now, that would be actually, again, like doing everything for them. You're providing the entire service and product for them. And that's typically the most expensive, okay? Let's walk through a simple scenario. A business opportunity was just came up for me, and the guy talked about this, the potential partner. He said, my good friend, he said, hey, why don't we produce these podcasts for other people? I said, okay, what would be the different levels? He's like, well, let's walk through our value ladder. Do it yourself. We could create a masterclass of, hey, here's step by step how you can create your own podcast on your own, and we could sell it for $1,000, just a one-time thing, and you can have the entire course. We'll show you step by step on how to do it yourself. Do it with you. We hold their hand and we say, hey, let's do a weekly coaching call with you. We'll make sure that you're hitting your milestones, and we're giving you all the tips and tricks. And basically, we're making sure that you are achieving each of these things that was in our masterclass, and we're going to hold your hand, and we charge $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, let's say. Then the last offer is do it for you, where we literally do everything for you. The only thing you have to do is actually record the podcast, because we want it in your voice, and that's what you want. Although if you pay us even more, then we'll record the podcast for you. That would be a cool offer. But we will fly out to your house. We'll set up your entire studio for you. We'll give you the mics. We'll give you the cameras. We'll have a person on staff. We'll do all the editing, the publishing, everything for you, and it's $10,000 a month, let's say. Okay. So that's an example of do it yourself, do it with you, and do it for you. Now, here's the real kicker, and here's my challenge to you is go ahead, look at your business, or take just any business. And first, it would probably be good to look at any business and just analyze what their value ladder is. And then look at your own business and say, what is my value ladder? What can I do, allow my people to do it themselves versus do it with them and then do it for them, and walk up the chain, and so you can achieve each of those things. Now, some business models might have more of these steps, they might have less of these steps. Give you an example. Let's say that you're in the relationship business and you want to provide, you want to help people get married, let's say. Now you can say, hey, do it for you. I'm going to show you all the trainings on how you should get dates on your own. Here are my courses, here are my videos, right? That's going to be the lowest offer. Then do it with you. Hey, take my coaching. I'm going to show you step by step on how to find dates, and let's together, and we'll jump on a weekly call. We'll even get you in a mastermind with other guys and other girls who are all looking to date. In fact, I'll even put you in a group that, let's say 100 people every week, they're all wanting to date, and so you get to speed date every single week, let's say. That's doing it with you. Doing it for you, in that business model, I maybe you could say, hey, I'm going to give you, maybe that's what it is, I'll give you a date every week that you can go on, okay? That's doing it for you. But then you can't choose their wife for them, if you get what I'm saying. You can't take it that far where you're like, here is a wife, or here's a husband, the final product, and you can pay me this much money. I actually thought about that one time, but then I realized that it was immoral to do that, and it took out choice. But my point is that some business models, like, you can go very far and you can get creative, and you can do all steps the entire way, and some of them you're more restricted in some ways. Let's give one more example just so you understand this concept of building a house. What would be do it yourself? Here's all the tools, here's all the trainings. You can go ahead and build your own house. Do it with you. I'll come on the job and we'll do it together, and I'll go to all the stores and we'll buy it together. Or you do this part and we'll have some of the contractors do the other parts. And do it for you is pay us this much and we'll build your own house, right? You don't have to worry about anything, okay? And the more and more that you do for them, the more and more service you're giving, and the more expensive it would be, okay? That's an example of the value ladder in action, a couple different examples. Now, your challenge is create your own value ladder for your own business. And then 2 is take my masterclass. It goes over how to start a business and how to automate a $100,000 a month business. Now, you can create your own $100,000 a month business in the first year. That's exactly what I go over, step by step by step, exactly how to do it. So go ahead, take that course. The link is below, and I'll see you next time.